You're watching the Hard Facts beamed to you directly from the CNN News 18 Federal Bank Primetime Studio. Viewers, the centre says that it has proactively, its words not mine, it has proactively cancelled the UGC-NET exam after they were informed by the cyber cell of the police that the paper was prima facie leaked. The decision was taken a day after 9 lakh candidates appeared to secure entry-level teaching jobs and PhDs in universities throughout the nation. The CBI will now probe the matter. The cancellation has severely dented the NTA's image, which conducts the test. Many are demanding that the head of the testing panel should be either sacked or that he or she must step down. Viewers will recall that the NTA was already under the scanner for having mismanaged the NEET exam or the NEET exam. Today, the Joint Secretary came out and made that announcement, viewers, very consequential for 9 lakh students, that the NET, not the NEET, but the NET with a single E has been cancelled. Listen.
UGC-NET की परीक्षा जो 18 जून को एनटी ने कंडक्ट कराई थी, लगभग 9 लाख बच्चों ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था। 19 जून को यूजीसी को मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर के इंडियन साइबर क्राइम सेंटर कोऑर्डिनेशन सेंटर I4C से कुछ इनपुट मिले। उस इनपुट को प्राइमा फेसी देखने से मिनिस्ट्री को ये अपीयर हुआ कि देयर इज अ चांसेस दैट एग्जामिनेशन हैज़ बीन कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड। To taking a very prompt action and with an aim to ensure student interest, the ministry has decided to cancel the examination. Next day of examination जल्दी ही कन्वे कर दी जाएगी और इसके साथ ही मैटर को CBI को भी रिफर कर दिया गया है।
Viewers, as you heard, the centre will soon announce a fresh date to conduct the NET exam. The probe into the NEET exam has confirmed that that paper too was leaked. The finger of suspicion has sensationally fallen on a low-ranking bureaucrat in Bihar, who is thought to be very close to ex-Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejaswi Yadav's private secretary. The low-ranking bureaucrat by the name of Sikandar Yaduvendu has confessed to the police on his involvement in leaking the NEET exam paper. The BJP has adduced electronic evidence in the shape of call data records linking Yaduvendu, who was also allegedly in touch with the criminal gangs that had access to the NEET exam paper, and Tejaswi Yadav's top aide. Viewers, here are some of the information that has appeared. This is Sikandar Yaduvendu's confession to the police. Now, this has not been made in front of a magistrate, so he could resile from his confession, but he basically said that he met Amit Anand and Nitish Kumar, who were individuals who had access to this paper at his office in Danapur. He goes on to say that these individuals told him about their ability to access the leaked papers. Amit and Nitish, he said, quote, told me that NEET question paper costs 30 to 35 lakhs. Viewers, this individual, Sikandar Yaduvendu, then said that he knows 4 students, Ayush Kumar, Anurag Yadav, Abhishek Kumar and Shivanand Kumar, and that they wanted access to the question paper. Out of greed, he said, I asked them for 40 lakhs each. So each of these students was demanded 40 lakhs, viewers. During a vehicle check, cops found admit cards of the students from me, he goes on to claim. Viewers, this is what has led the police to believe that this individual, Sikandar Yaduvendu, is a vital cog in the wheel. Now, WhatsApp reveals that Tejaswi Yadav's aide Preetam Kumar allegedly arranged guest house for accused Sikandar Yaduvendu for May 4th and 5th. The check-in register accessed May 4th entry shows a mention of Sikandar's nephew Anurag Yadav and a reference of someone called Mantriji. The JDU BJP Bihar state government has also called on Tejaswi to personally clarify why his private secretary was linked to the alleged prime accused in the case probed in Bihar. Viewers, listen in.
तेजस्वी यादव के आप सचिव प्रीतम कुमार के मोबाइल नंबर 7488061813 से रात्रि 9:07 में पथ निर्माण विभाग में कार्यरत प्रदीप कुमार के मोबाइल नंबर 9430469924 पर NHI गेस्ट हाउस में सिकंदर कुमार यादवेंदु के लिए कमरे की बुकिंग कराने के लिए फोन आया था.
Viewers, while we are waiting to hear from Tejaswi, his ally Rahul Gandhi has launched a sharp attack on PM Modi, questioning his failure to prevent exam leaks. Gandhi also said that all the leaks had taken place in BJP-ruled states. That proves that the party itself was somehow complicit. Listen in.
मगर किसी न किसी कारण जो हिंदुस्तान में पेपर लीक हो रहे हैं उसको नरेंद्र मोदी रोक नहीं पा रहे हैं या रोकना नहीं चाहते हैं. मैं जानता हूं कि आप इन एग्जाम्स के लिए महीनों सालों काम करते हो. ये आपका फ्यूचर है और आपके फ्यूचर से खिलवाड़ किया जा रहा है.
While the political slugfest continues, the fact that the NEET or NEET exam has also been leaked prompts many questions. Foremost among them is whether the exam should also be cancelled along with the decision to cancel the NE or NET exam, viewers. NEET and NET now both under the same scanner in a sense, viewers. Also, of course, are there political links to the leak of the NEET or the NEET exam in Bihar? What is all this data, these confessions, etc. amounting to? We're expecting to hear in a short while from the Minister of Education, who is expected to hold a press conference in the next few moments. Is he going to act against the head of the NTA, or is he going to tell us something more, which could be politically more consequential, laying the blame perhaps away from this government, the NDA, onto perhaps elements within the opposition? We don't know, viewers. We're going to await that. But let's open this up because there are important questions to be asked. Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP, let me begin with you first. Look, the NET or the NET exam has been cancelled. Now the BJP itself, the Deputy Chief Minister there, the JDU, Tuhin Sinha, is saying quite categorically that the NEET or the NEET exam may have also been leaked, and there is a link to the RJD. Now, Tuhin Sinha, I want to ask you, if you can hear me, should this exam also be cancelled? And if there is a linkage, does that absolve the government entirely of its responsibility of holding an exam without the prospect of either negligence or malpractice?
Well, good evening, Rahul. The incidents, unsavory incidents of the last 24 hours that have come to the fore make it very clear that the NEET paper leak in this case seems to be the handiwork or joint venture of RJD and Congress Party. The RJD has been playing with the future of students in Bihar from 1990, but Congress seems to be a new entrant over here. But the details are so scathing, they are so damning in this case. Call data records which show that Sikandar Yaduvendra, who has been associated with Tejaswi Yadav, was staying in a particular guest house where Anurag Yadav, one of the accused and also one of the applicants and one of the students appearing for the exam, was also staying. The complicity stands exposed today. There are two things which are required right now. One, it's been 5 to 6 hours, there has been pin drop silence from Tejaswi Yadav. Perhaps this is a sign of complicity. He needs to make his stand clear. Number two, Priyanka Gandhi, the collaborator over here, look at the chronology. Perhaps Congress was aware of the involvement of RJD throughout. So Priyanka Gandhi peddled a fake video, or rather, a video where Ayushi Patel is making some charges against NEET, and those charges were proved incorrect and fabricated by the Allahabad High Court. For the last 48 hours, Priyanka Gandhi has not deemed it necessary to take down that tweet or to apologize. So there is a clear complicity over here. Having said that, that does not absolve NTA of its responsibility to ensure, smooth elections. There are parties like Samajwadi Party who have a whole history of complicity with the exam paper leaks. In fact, on the eve of 2012 elections, Akhilesh Yadav was found saying in one of his sabhas that thodi bahut cheating honi chahiye. On the contrary, it's been BJP which in 1992 in Uttar Pradesh, when Rajnath Singh ji was the education minister, brought one of the strictest anti-copying acts. So, our intentions are very clear. In the next few minutes, you will hear the education minister speak about the issue, and probably some fresh, information will be provided.
That's interesting. We'll await that. But let me bring in Kanchana Yadav, spokesperson of the RJD. An accusation has been made against Tejasvi Yadav, linking him to this alleged leak of the NEET exam paper. Mr. Yadav hasn't come out and clarified, even though ironically you want constantly the Prime Minister to come out and clarify. How does this work, Ms. Yadav?
Rahul ji, basically I would like to describe 3 events, sequentially. First, a few months ago, exam conducted in Uttar Pradesh, named I think Uttar Pradesh police constable, and paper got leaked. And initially a name surfaced. Name was Neeraj Yadav. An entire media, including BJP, linked this name Neeraj Yadav with Samajwadi Party and its leader Akhilesh Yadav. And later it's revealed that this Neeraj Yadav worked under some Misra, or like his name was the Misra, surname was the Misra. And this is the mindset. Why I am saying this? Because I don't want to defame any caste or the religion. This is the mindset of Bharatiya Janata Party, who directly or indirectly link a title, link a surname with the Samajwadi Party or the RJD. One hand, they are saying there is no paper leak. Dharmendra Pradhan came out and said that there is no paper leak, there is some irregularity at the 2 places, but there is no paper leak. On the other hand, they are blaming that RJD and Congress are involved in the paper leak.
Okay.
What is the...
Okay,
yes.
let me open this up. Okay, let me take that response of yours to Mr. Tuhin Sinha. Mr. Sinha, yes, it's a fact that the HR minister had come out and said that NEET paper was not leaked. And now we have a whole trail that the paper was leaked, and you're sort of connecting the dots back to the RJD, deputy chief.
First of all, Rahul, I strongly protest the way RJD drags caste into everything. It is notorious to drag caste into this issue. If a person by a certain name, Sikandar Yaduvendra, is involved, if he has an old association with Tejasvi Yadav, including an out-of-turn promotion in the past, I think the onus is on RJD to explain and not shamelessly drag the caste issue over here. Please don't play with students' future. That's point number 1. Point number 2, it's an evolving situation. If Honorable Minister had made a statement last week, and if there is some fresh information which has come out, we cannot discard that information. So obviously, let's wait for a few minutes. I think, the government is completely abreast of the situation, and something decisive will happen in the next few minutes.
Okay, let me bring in Savio Rodriguez. Savio Rodriguez, simple question. At the heart of this now seems to be a political war of versions. We're seeing 2 political entities trying to deflect blame and land it on the other's doorstep. Fundamentally, can the BJP absolve itself by insinuating that the other side, for a lack of a better word, is involved or is complicit in leaking the NEET exam? There must be somebody who gives out that paper, isn't it?
So the most important thing for us to look at the situation is not the politics around the situation. Because what will happen is BJP and the RJD and the Congress will have a continuous action of mudslinging going on from one side to another. Each will have their own points of view. But the fact of the matter is that there has been a paper leak that has happened on one of the most prestigious exams that thousands and thousands of young aspiring students take. And today, their career stands at a standstill if at all they are not able to have confidence in this competitive exam.
Yeah.
You have the same problem that happened with the UGC-NET, where the intelligence have said clearly that there were irregularities. So what is coming to the fore, and that is what Tween and the others cannot absolve themselves from, is that the fact that there are lapses within the system itself.
Okay,
so while we continue to play the politics.
Yes, but it's a very good point to make, Savio Rodriguez. But let me just bring you back to the question I asked, because look, accountability needs to be affixed. And it can't also be the case of one side that, oh, the Prime Minister must answer. But if our hands are dirty, it's because the system is dirty, and by association we are getting tainted. That can't be also a response. If there is guilt on that side, these people need to answer as to why they are betraying the cause of the students.
Everyone needs to arrive at, like I said before also on your program when we discussed it some days back.
Yeah.
If there is 1% of lapse in the system, that is where you're able to do the malpractice or the corruption that has transpired. Now let's take a mathematical figure. If one paper was sold at 30 lakhs and there were only 100 students who were to take it, those people would make 30 crores out of the leak of that paper. That is how deep this rot goes. So somebody in the hierarchy of the system, whether they belong to all political parties or one political party, is hand in glove in you misusing or seeing a lapse in the system, thereby manipulating it for its advantage. And that is where the problem is. It is not whether the BJP is right or whether the RJD is wrong. What is right in this
Kamru
is at the point of time, there is a lapse in the system.
Kamru Chaudhary, today Rahul Gandhi used this entire episode to, make certain statements that were quite contradictory. For example, he said that jobs should be given on a merit basis. But during the entire election, his thesis was that jobs should be on the basis of population with their slogan, Jitni Abadi, Utna Hak. Number two, he says that, look, and this is rather strange. He says that, Modi is capturing all institutions, etc., using them as rubber stamps. But here you have instances of the police from Karnataka, for example, crossing jurisdictions. I'm also talking about myself. About 4 or 3 months ago, some chaps landed up in my office also to arrest, without informing the local authorities, by the way. It was the High Court that intervened in our favor and said this was a skullduggerous exercise. It is happening with Ajit Bharti, for example, or others. You may agree, you may disagree with them, they may be deserving or not. But you're also using the levers to thwart democracy, free speech, this, that, the other. So there are contradictions here. You can't constantly be playing politics. You have to be part of the solution also.
Rahul, if you want to debate tonight on a different topic,
Kamru Chaudhary,
okay,
look, I'm sorry. There are students.
Because
one second, listen to me. Since you asked me, let me just clarify and you can answer. You'll have all the floor after that. Please, let me clarify. Why am I asking this question, viewers? It's important. Look, there are young people out there who are protesting. These young people are impressionable minds. Now, Rahul Gandhi used a very odd phrase today. He talked about how the Prime Minister has been cut down to size and that he rules on the perception that he can exercise disproportionate amount of power, inject fear into the people. And he said the people have lost their fear. Look, someone even threw a slipper at him. Now, viewers, invitations to violence, encouraging such vigilantism is very dangerous. And it should not come from Rahul Gandhi, specifically because he knows He has experienced it. His family has experienced vigilantism. So we should not be expressing these kind of sentiments. That's why I was saying, is he part of the solution or is he going to become part of the problem? I mean, come on. You are inciting young students, suggesting all sorts of things, making all sorts of insinuations, while Priyanka Gandhi is busy tweeting, retweeting fake videos without cross-checking, without verification. If I were to do that, I would be hauled over the coals. Ajit Bharti did it. And I've never done it, but I'm just saying, Ajit Bharti is accused of the same thing that Priyanka Gandhi is accused of.
There is a difference, Rahul.
How
First,
is there a difference?
Clarify about Ajit Bharti.
Right.
Ajit Bharti, the fake news peddler, the bigot, what he did was, he told from his mouth some rubbish that Rahul Gandhi never uttered. So he is going to bear the consequences. Now, if you permit me, let me come back to the debate out here. Ajit Bharti, today or tomorrow, he was supposed to be going behind bars. That is for taken. Don't worry about that. And whatever the BJP ecosystem...
Hang on. Mr. Chaudhary, one has to worry about that because it is an attempt to silence somebody. Hang on, just a minute. The threat of arrest, excuse me, a lot of rules were broken, sir, to intimidate him, and that's not right.
No,
yes, go ahead, file the case, go bring them to book, go to the court, but you cannot use the police as an intimidatory weapon just because you happen to be in power in a state. So there's no excuse for that. So let's not even go there, Mr. Chaudhary. Let's not go there. I mean, you're talking about Rahul Gandhi who's been pulled up by the Supreme Court for faking a discourse against the Prime Minister, calling him a chore.
Rahul,
have you forgotten all these things?
Rahul, if you remember Spirit of Congress Twitter handler, he was arrested. There are plenty number of people who were arrested because they retweeted a fake video. So how does it make a Even Stevens? It is not the case of Even Stevens. Here Ajit Bharti tweeted a video of himself.
The conversation is not Ajit Bharti. Please, I'm talking about using the levers of power to intimidate, and it's not just happening in a Congress ruled state, it's even happening in India bloc ruled states. From TMC down to Tamil Nadu, the courts have had to step in. You know what I'm talking about. So why are you trying to paper over all of this?
You know Sanjeev Bhatt, the famous case who went against Narendra Modi, still for 6 years is behind
you told me yesterday or day before yesterday on this channel that in Bengal, for instance, the state government is using the police machinery to intimidate voters who voted for either the Congress or the left or the BJP. What are we trying to defend here? It's a fact, isn't it? You yourself admitted. But anyhow, let's not go down that route. I'm asking you, sir, is the opposition going to be part of the problem or is it going to be part of the solution? Here it assumes from the actions of the opposition that it looks as if it's part of the problem. That's what the BJP is saying. Could you respond to this?
Thank you. You came back to the debate. I just need at least 1 minute.
Go ahead.
41 paper leaks have happened in the last 5 years, affecting around 1 crore of the students in the country. And here we have Darbaris of the Bharatiya Janata Party coming on television and trying to be on denial mode that nothing happened. Even Dharmendra Pradhanji, the Minister of Education of the country, of over 140 crore people who are looking up to these people so that justice can be delivered, lives in denial mode, comes out in the open and says that there is no paper leak to happen. When Rahul Gandhi pointed out this, even a famous YouTuber brought out a YouTube stating the scam about the NEET, then only the entire ecosystem woke up. And first thing what they did was, they said, we are going to re-examine 1,563 students with a re-exam. Done, fine. Now what is the trust? What is the trust that the NTA has enjoyed over the last few years? When Manmohan Singh ji proposed to bring NTA by an act of parliament, Narendra Modi bought it in 2017 as a Societies Registration Act. It is a body similar to the PM Cares Fund, which does not have any parliament sanctity. It has been trusted with around 34 lakh students this last 1 to 2 weeks. The people of this country have been demanding answers. And when my leader Rahul Gandhi brings out this particular question to the government, to the people in power, to those responsible, then what is wrong in that? If I ask a question of the government, I'm a
Sir,
responsible
I am not
opposition.
denying that. You
I'll
can
bring
ask
you
the
a
question,
solution
but
also.
can you, one second, sir, can you, without playing a political part, completely absolve yourself? You cannot. Look at what happened in Rajasthan, viewers. Have we forgotten what happened under the Congress?
No,
Congress
you
government
forgot
closed
about
eyes to graft
2021.
paper leaks.
No,
This has been
Gujarat
said.
paper leak.
Hello, sir, please. Let me just put the facts out there.
Rajasthan, I bring in 2021 Gujarat paper leak.
I'm saying so. It cuts across. That's what I'm saying, sir. Now, you can choose to play politics and be selective and be sort of completely blind to your own omissions and commissions, alleged omissions and commissions.
Rahul, that when the job of doing this is handed out to incompetent people picked up from Shakas and RSS, then these things are bound to happen.
There we go. Quickly respond to Sinha.
It's
only a problem. It's only a problem under BJP. It's only a problem under BJP, these NEET exam leaks and these other exam paper leaks. Could you illuminate?
Before even I come to factually decimate him, look at the language. We appoint people from shakhas. Is there any evidence of it? Number two, he's so enamored of the word Darbari that it is better you designate him instead of whatever you designate him. Designate him as a Darbari of Rahul Gandhi on the show. Now, coming to the point when he mentions
RSS, that's the biggest lie that you cannot ever refute. Is it correct or not?
You've had teacher recruitment scams. Hello, let me just step in here. Excuse me, both of you. Look, one second. Let's just stop. Everyone, please. 1 minute. Viewers, there is a grave problem. There are teacher recruitment scams in Bengal. The courts have stepped in, asked for action to be taken, scrapped the entire recruitment, all the recruits that were hired. There have been paper leaks even in Congress-ruled states, namely in Rajasthan. Have we forgotten this? My point is, are we going to come together as responsible politicians, as Savio Rodriguez says, and bring out a solution-based approach, or are we going to sit here and constantly finger point to incite people?
No.
Rahul, if you permit me, let me give you one simple solution about NEET.
I had said at the start that NTA cannot absolve it of its responsibility.
And who is
it has
running the
happened
NTA?
once too often, and NTA's accountability will be fixed conclusively this time.
NTA. So it makes NTA, Dharmendra Pradhan, as culpable for the mischiefs and misdeeds of NTA.
No one is running away from responsibility.
One simple solution.
1 second, Mr. Chaudhary, 1 minute. I think a lot has been said tonight. I think we have to establish 3 ground rules here, viewers. This debate is about questioning everyone. The government has to own up. Tuhin Sinha has owned up. He said, look, the NDA cannot be absolved. And perhaps Dharmendra Pradhan is going to come out today and announce a course of action against NTA officials. What will the opposition then say? They will say Dharmendra Pradhan should go. If he steps down, they'll say then the Prime Minister should go. All of this is happening on a day, viewers, when almost 2.5 dozen people have died in Tamil Nadu. Do you hear anyone from the India Alliance asking questions about why people have died in Tamil Nadu because of hooch? No one is asking that question. Are they asking the DMK Chief Minister to step down? No, viewers. Are they asking the Prohibition Minister there to step down? No. Are they asking anyone, for that matter, the MP of that area to step down? No. So, viewers, politics cannot be played constantly in a partisan manner. Politics can also be played in a bipartisan manner to serve the people and the public interest. Savio Rodriguez, am I wrong? Am I making no sense?
You're absolutely right. Rahul, you're absolutely right. You know, what I actually feel very sad is about these are educated people, you know, within political parties. They're not that they're dumb people. But you have aspiring students running into thousands, hoping that the NEET exams decides their future. And these are the very people who are going to be the foundations of the future of our country.
Absolutely.
Imagine the shock. Imagine the feeling of restlessness. Imagine the feeling of uncertainty. That is where the problem is.
And none of these politicians,
and it's larger than politics,
are sitting for these exams, are they today? No, they're not. It's young people who have spent hours and their parents have spent their savings to get them coaching, and all sorts of other sacrifices have been made. And these characters are all sitting around and making this into a huge political hot potato so it bursts all over, smears every screen, without giving one constructive solution.
Rahul, I have a friend of my daughter
Yes.
who did the NEET exam. Okay, imagine the distraught on this little girl.
Absolutely.
For
She doesn't
months she's been practicing and she's done well. It's not that she's done bad.
There you go.
Now let's assume that the exam gets cancelled.
Exactly.
So whatever that's transpired, which means they have to go back
Can you
to
believe
the
it?
same strain and stress.
Can you believe it? And if it's not cancelled, they don't even know
nobody
how
can
many leaks
trust
have
the
taken
NEET
place.
results
No
also
one is
right now.
asking, no one is demanding, no one is at any point, viewers, looking at this constructive. Why haven't they called for a special session of parliament? Why hasn't the opposition made that demand? They haven't. On every other Joe Blow issue, they want to convene parliament. Viewers, the politics is what is killing the system. Let me tell you this. We're being told that Dharmendra Pradhan is going to be addressing the press anytime. Let's cut across, in fact, to that gallery. Well, we are being told that in 30 seconds he's going to be stepping in. Let's hope, viewers, he first owns up. Number two, he declares that action will be taken against NTA. And thirdly, viewers, if there is the possibility of a NEET paper leak, whether it was instigated by people in the opposition or not, let's hope that a viable solution is offered to those that have taken the NEET exam. Because many of them will believe that that paper leak that took place did not just confine itself to 4 or 5 students. It could have been spread across through the electronic airwaves, which are so ubiquitous today, to hundreds. There's Dharmendra Pradhan. Let's cut across.